Drink of value. I'm going to a party tonight. I must enter into the shower. At the party, apparently the alcohol is free, but after 2 glasses, I can't drink anymore. The marijuana is free, but after a joint, I gotta wait 2 hours before I need to get stoned again. But in the last bowl, it's money, monopoly money, because at this party, unless you hold monopoly money, you can't buy anything. So they put out a whole bowl of monopoly money and they keep filling it up. So every time you want to buy something, you use the monopoly money. That way, they can understand everything they sold without adding it up at the end. They just count the money and they know what they got. Wouldn't that be neat if it was real money? How much money can you actually take into your pocket? What would you actually need? Let's say you're on vacation 52 weeks out of the year. You wouldn't need any more money to go on vacation. You'd be there. Imagine if the food was free. You wouldn't need any money to buy the food. So why would we need the banks to put the money? Because we got no place in our house. And the bank gives you, you know what? You know what's crazy about money? The greatest thing is, imagine this was all the money in the world. Everybody owned one of these. And on here was numbers. That was your money. That's all. If it was $1 trillion, they'd put a P. If it was a gazillion dollars, they'd put an X. So one page would be enough to hold all the money in the world. You know what your biggest problem is? Trying to figure out what to do tomorrow. I got a party to go to tonight. I want everybody to have a nice day. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. What is this? What is this? If I put a bubble at the end here, holding water, bow ties, 9, 5, and 6. 1 and 9, 1 and 6 versus 19, 1 and 8 versus 21. What is M? M equals 43. What is Z? Z equals 86. 2 times 43 is 86. 4 times 2 and 3 times 2. 4 times 1.5 and 4 times 2. 2 and 1.5 is 3.5, and it's 3.5 times 8 to make 28 grams to get 1 ounce. Everything works out for a reason. There's got to be a better understanding for the reason of this. The other and last thing I want to show you is this. Here's one letter A. Imagine if this was one A leaning onto this A. But if you take a look, isn't this the top of the pyramid? But this piece comes from here. This piece in the middle is over here. This piece in the middle on this side is over here. This piece on this side is over here. I don't see any A's at all. I see 44 and 44. If I put these together, I create a letter. If I put these together, I create a letter. This is where your A was. So if I take the top off of the A and put it over there, it would look more like something out of the Greek alphabet. If I would then go to the second level from underneath, I would end up with this. But then again, this is where H began. Because don't count what's on the bottom. Don't count what's on the top. Unless there's a point on the top. The point on the top would show the center, telling me without the point on the top, there is a separation from the A on the second level is an H, because the line goes through the center, leaving this open at the top, because you can't see your toes and you can't see your skull. Well, actually, it's not actually done that way, but this becomes the H letter. You cannot use all 3 sections. It doesn't work that way. But don't you see what's coming off of this side? It becomes the E, because it's on the line and you're not looking at the tip. Now you see the electronic world that connects to HE, 8 and 5. One of the reasons in Chandalin, okay, why the F, okay, is in that position. Because down here at the bottom, you see the line over here? When you come down to the bottom, my point is on the line, so therefore there is no E here. This becomes your AF, your agrif. This becomes your signature. This becomes your clause. This becomes the cat clause. And this is the way we tear apart letters. You want to talk about Uranus? You want to talk about uranium? Maybe we had the Iraq-Iran war because we had to mix ourselves out with barium. Barium, uranium, who ran what game in Iran? Just to lose words. Just to lose words. For a bigger picture, they put uranium for the place of Iran, and then they spread the chemtrails. 14, 16, 18, 7, 5, 9, 19, 23, 21, 1, 5, 3. This one says ace. This one says G. This one says E. This one says I. Is it a Geiger counter? Is it Geico? I don't know. I've got to go into the shower. I want to thank you for watching all of the 5 minutes, unless you skipped ahead. But I ain't telling anybody. That's okay. We all have other things to do, so don't worry. I understand everybody out here. Well, at least I want to, or think I do. But I will try my hardest for the better for both worlds. Thank you for being here. Oh, just before I go, I have to say it because I've been doing this all weekend. Jacob, Andrew, Corey, and Bradley. It says, the initials say Jacob again, and those are my 5 nephews. If I mention my other 3 nephews that had bar mitzvahs, it would be Russell and Warren and Donovan. What a wreck that would be for the doctor brings the order of number 23, bringing on 18 and 4, 4, 9, and 5. I'm not telling you anything, just mentioning it, so it works in my head. That's all I dreamt about last night, all about numbers and letters. Little things. Doesn't have to mean anything to anybody. Just know it's going to start now for everybody. This was the date, one of the dates we were waiting for. We must end the month of February, because for me, this is when those who created the system in this world against us, on the 21st of this month, it'll now start working for us, because it all has to come to one formation in us and in the machine. All comes around the same time. You can't take one without the other, more or less, in expression. Thank you for watching.